What's really happening, guys? We are back at it again. Another one. How y'all feeling? I hope it's great. I hope it's phenomenal. I hope it's the best that you felt in a while, because that's the way I'm feeling. I feel amazing. I started out this week with my birthday. Yes, I am now a year younger. Yep, big on the mini vibes. And I have been feeling so blessed, so fulfilled. I feel blissful. It feels so good to be in this moment and know that I'm exactly where I need to be. My birthday celebration was amazing. My sisters did their big one with this one. It was amazing. It was so beautiful. My sisters had my mom and my brother fly out from Cali to come and see me. Like, it was a whole surprise session. Like, it was all encompassing because my mom didn't know my brother came. I didn't know my mom was gonna come or my brother was gonna come. So it was just like everybody felt like, oh my gosh, like, oh my gosh. And my ass walking up to the room thinking I'm gonna like film my sisters opening the door so that I could be like, ha, I got the memory. I hear a dude voice at the door, so I start recording. I'm like, do I have the right room? Yeah. But that shit was so beautiful. We went out to eat at Italian restaurants because that's my thing. I love Italian. Had wine tastings. We went to the day spa. Like, we did so many things. And as a family, doing that shit together is just so beautiful, in my opinion. A lot of people, they don't like their families, but me, I love and appreciate my family. These are the people that I know got my back no matter what. We can annoy each other, get on each other's nerves, literally do anything wrong, not to the point of you actually being fucked over though, but you could literally be yourself and do things with a good intention, but like it ends up bad, and we still love you. Like, we're gonna let you know about yourself. We're gonna continue to keep you on your toes to make sure that you're doing the best you can do, because this is a family and we keep the shit within the family. We locked in, we stay in 10 toes for each other always. And the fact that I was able to have them all here for my birthday, that shit felt amazing. That shit felt like I don't need anything else. Like, literally, Christmas can go by, I'm still gonna think about this moment right now. Like, I literally feel so blessed to have the family that I do and the friends that I do, because I've been turning up since August began. I have the best of friends. Like, even the week up, like this past weekend, like, my best friends, like, they just made it something so special for me. Like, it was balloons and a cupcake, like, because they know I don't really do cake like that. I don't waste that shit. So if you ever want to get me a pastry, donuts are the way to go. But the donut spots over here that we like, they were closed down. So they were like, yeah, we're gonna get you some cupcakes and we're gonna, like, you know, spend the night. Like, they stayed up till like 6 o'clock in the morning with me. Just doing something simple, and you just have a vibe. Like, yeah, you know. And they had to go to a concert the next day. Like, that shit was, like, that means something to me. And then, you know, from weeks prior where we went out and we were in the lounge and turning up, shaking hands, like, that shit was amazing. So I will say this entire month, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. I am so in love with my life. I appreciate so many things that have happened. And normally I would have had like tears rolling down my eyes in pain when it came to my birthday, or when it came to any holiday where it was like, oh girl, you should have somebody that wants you in a romantic way or some shit, because I'm a lover girl. So I always saw myself as like, okay, if this is what I see everybody else have whenever they have an occasion, I want the same thing. But to have real, authentic, genuine love, that supersedes anything any romantic partner that was not going to be genuine could give me. And I feel so blessed to just be able to, like, yeah, I'm good. No, I don't even, now I'm good. Like, I got my people around me. I got my real people around me. So if you ain't solid for real, I don't need you here. And that feels better to me than wishing that I had somebody that wouldn't even care about me for real, just for the look. or the feeling, the pseudo feeling that it would give me. So 10 out of 10. I am enjoying my birthday month still, and then I'm going to be continuing with my birthday season, Virgos, which ends in September 22nd. So I got a while. I had a good run to go. So who knows what's coming? There's a lot more coming though, that I do know. I'm just appreciative of every moment, the times that I get to spend with people and make memories and just enjoy life. That's what this is meant for. That's what my life is meant for. And we're doing it big. We're doing it big. Happy birthday, Mimi. Ah. I wish y'all could smell it. It smells so good. Smell. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Present Not Perfect. I'm your host, Mimi Jeanite. Today, I want to talk about literally being in the moment and not letting anything allow you to force yourself out of it, out of a situation, out of whatever is going on. If you remain in the moment, there's so much clarity that comes in for you. You can try to explain away everything that's happening if that helps you stay in the moment, but really staying in this moment right now that you are standing in, being aware of where you are, being aware of what's happening around you, being aware of what you're feeling, that is very pivotal and very important in order for you to make any type of move that's going to substantiate for betterment in life. Like literally, this whole month has taught me that I could envision something, and that's nice to be able to see the future of something, to have a vision of something so that you're not necessarily doing the same thing over and over again. You want to innovate, you want to be brand new in certain things. And then there's also a time where you can let whatever's happening happen. You don't always have to understand what's happening, because the more you move forward, then you start to see it unfold in the way that will make sense once you get to the next point. But to think about it like, oh, okay, but this and this and that, and maybe this, what if, that's nice to try to speculate. If you wanna, do that, have fun, you're bored, whatever, do your thing. But then to make it the actual thing that you're thinking will happen, and then you allow yourself to become emotionally involved in a scenario that has not happened yet, while you're sitting in a moment where you could just literally let yourself just feel whatever the feeling may be. You might not even be anxious for it, but then you get yourself anxious for no reason. Like, for instance, let's say you're a performer, right? You envision yourself on stage and you want to do a really good job by singing and entertaining the crowd and expressing yourself fluidly. You think about it over and over again. You ruminate on the entire thing, the entire performance, and you start thinking to yourself, oh, I want to do good, I want to do good. And you get to a point where you start sabotaging how you think you're going to do. So then you start getting nervous, like, oh, I hope I do a good job. I hope, especially if it's a new song or if it's something that you haven't performed yet, it could feel like, I want to do a good job. And you start getting anxious. Then you get to the show and it's nothing compared to what it is that you envisioned. You might have the mic go out. You might have the speakers too loud. You can't even hear yourself. Or it may be a perfect performance, but you won't be able to say anything about whatever it's going to be until you get to that moment. So for you to allow yourself to become emotionally invested in what you believe was going to happen, you didn't even set yourself up in a way that you could fix anything. You don't know what the venue looks like. If you do know what the venue looks like, you don't know how you're going to get the DJ to do something right to fix whatever's wrong. That's his issue. And hopefully he ain't ruminating on making shit right. Literally, to be in the moment, to be in a space where you can literally like, okay, I want to do good, so let me right now just sing my heart out. Like, I can, just feel the song, and whatever I feel like I want to make it come into, then we can work with that. And that works with anything. You're working at a job, you have some type of contract, you want to make sure that you're running the lines right. If you're doing electrical work, or if you do some type of like construction work, you want to make sure that you understand what the person needs from you, and you don't want to say the wrong thing so then you lose the contract. Those things are fine to try to get ahead of whatever problem or whatever they may have going on. Yes, especially if you own a business, like to think of what the customer may need or your client may desire from you, like to think of those things ahead of time because you could pick yourself in their shoes. Perfect, great, do your thing. But after that, to continue thinking about something that hasn't happened, like you start thinking of like the same thing that you already thought of, but then you start fleshing out a whole story about it. If you want to do that, go to sleep. Go dream, let your mind wander, or write it down, like write down this story. You could literally let yourself really explore your brain at this moment. Seriously, because you are doing your big one with this imagination thing. I heard it was a week ago. No, it was definitely more than a week ago, but maybe like 2 weeks ago or something like that. I heard the notion of people not being able to think the same way, right? Which we know not everybody thinks the same way, but in this sense, I'm speaking on not everybody sees in their mind the same way when they think. So there's a sense of somebody thinking in like a movie type of style where you can see it play out, right? And there's some people that they don't see the movie, but they see like a picture, like, so it'll be something that they can remember that reminds them of whatever you're talking about or whatever the thing that they're thinking about. So that's how they see it. They don't see moving things, they just see a picture. And then there's some people that they don't even see a picture, they just smell things, or like it's different for them, like it's so interesting, but they don't see anything, so they're not able to envision what's going to happen or what the memory could look like, or not even the memory, because I hope if you have the memory then you can actually see your memory, but it's like to imagine something. They don't have that capability of being able to imagine the visual. They imagine it in a completely different way than the people that see like a movie or a picture even.
Aphantasia is the inability to visualize in your mind's eye. Think of some cherished memories or some visions of your future. People with aphantasia don't create those mental images in their mind's eye. I remember things in ideas. So I could tell you that, last weekend I went to the cottage and we took out the boat and we went fishing, and I could tell you the different lures that I used to catch different types of fish at different times of the day. And I remember all those details, but I don't visually imagine those details. I don't have any images, sounds, feelings associated with any of those memories. A few years ago, I was speaking with a colleague at work, telling them about my inability to visualize. She shared this story with some of her friends in the neuroscience field. She came back a few weeks later with a study from the United Kingdom that told a story of a patient who had the ability to visualize, but then went for a surgery and came out of that surgery with the inability to visualize. Finding that journal, I reached out to the professors that were doing that research, and after a number of interactions going back and forth, the researchers published their findings and named the condition aphantasia. Phantasia was the word Aristotle used to describe the power of imagination. Aphantasia is without.
So if you have the capability of imagining things that haven't happened yet, you got a gift. At least use it wisely. At least use it for some good. Use it for something that's going to make you feel better than you do, rather than ruminating on things that are making you worry for no reason at all. Like literally no reason at all. There's so many things that are going to happen that you're going to have to really just sit in the moment of feeling whatever you're feeling. Ask yourself why you're feeling, whatever you're feeling, so then you can understand yourself more. People won't be able to affect you the same way that they've been able to affect you before, because you have more hold on reality. You have more hold on what's right now, what is happening versus what could happen. And it's funny because a lot of people used to tell me I overthink. Not even a lot of people, I'm just thinking of one person right now. But they used to tell me I overthink, and it was a moment of like realization that I wasn't the only one overthinking. But some people don't even see themselves overthinking. They just see theirs as justified so that it can make them, it's like, okay, yeah, like this thing that I think about, it always happens. So yeah, I'm not overthinking, but you're overthinking because whatever. Like I get if you have like a higher ratio, higher probability of you thinking something and it comes into fruition. You might have another gift where it's called manifestation by thought, where you continue to think of something and you make that play out in your life because of the way that you move. It makes that happen. That may be happening as well. But there's so many different ways of being able to stay in the moment without letting yourself go berserk on a whole thought that hasn't happened, or even ruminating on a thought that already happened. That's even worse because there's nothing you can do about that. If you feel like you've wronged someone and you want to go ahead and change something, you want to go ahead and do something about it, you could literally go and do something about it, but you can't change what happened. So for you to really like, oh, but why? No, if you want to think about it, think about what you want to change about it, so then you can move forward and make that change versus you thinking of anything that you could have done differently. It doesn't work. You're just wasting your own precious time sitting there on things that you can't do anything about. Literally this week, I've come to the conclusion that I'm really happy being single. I'm really happy being single. Like, I was low-key sad for a moment because I had wanted to be with this person for a few years, like wanting to make it work, and just things weren't going the right way. And coming to this point right now where it's like, wow, like I actually like not having to be responsible for anybody else, or like having to really just do too much for someone else. Like I want somebody that sees me in the same way that I see them, of course, but I also know that it takes a lot of work to be in a relationship. And I was one to always think about the future, or like think about my past, like in those things where I want to be with somebody. And how am I going to get to this point? And like, how was I back in the day, like with other people? What has changed? So there's things that I take into consideration. It's like, okay, how have I grown past what I've done? And how do I want to be when I move forward in a relationship, if I so choose? So that has come into play. But right now I'm just chilling. Like I think about like how happy I am in the moment versus me like, oh, I need a man. Like I need a man like I used to be. Like it's very different. And honestly, like I think the fact that I've just taken the principle of staying in the moment, it has helped me in so many different areas of my life. That's why I'm able to like let certain things roll off my shoulder if it's not really that serious, because I'm not gonna give you all my energy like that. There's no need for me to literally let you have my energy. You're siphoning from me right now and I'm gonna let you have it. Couldn't be me, not anymore. If I peep something and I choose to go ahead and acknowledge it and bring attention to it as you need to do something about that, or I need to do something about it, then we've gotten there. But more than likely, if there's something that is in effect and I feel like it's not that deep, or it's not something that I truly really care about, I can make my stance. Like if I need to stand up for myself in a certain way, I can still. I don't need to let myself get riled though. Like it'll be like an acknowledgement, like, oh, okay, well, you know you're wrong for that. Like, and do it in their face. Like you have to make sure that people understand that you are speaking to them. If you feel some type of way, it is raining. I love it when it rains when I'm speaking here. I've started liking it because it's like a cleansing. It's like a washing away. It's like a nourishing for one, the plants that I have outside, and two, just the day. It's a reviving. But I think I'm about to end this soon because I need to go eat and get my day started. I started working on music again, so that's me being in the moment. Everything feels like right now is what matters, and if I can help one person really just sit in the moment of being like right now, that's what I want to do. So yeah, we're here. We are here. And there's no better time than now. There's no other opportunity that you need to create. It's right now. right now. The more you remain in right now, the more you will have coming to you in your now. That's the whole game. The more you literally let go of trying to control your future or control the instance, the more you will have to play with. It literally comes in droves, in waves, in literal mounds, lump sums. You sit in opulence because you start to see yourself as opulent. You start to see yourself as abundance embodied. And nobody can tell you anything different the moment you're sitting in the moment, because you're literally feeling everything for what it is, not what you want it to be, not what you thought it was, for what it is. And the more you get acquainted with who you are and what you feel, man, everything will play out perfectly. You will see something, it may be perceived as bad in the reality, like outside of yourself, but for you to sit there and be like, you know what, I know this is for good. Like, I don't know what's happening, but I know this is for good. And just be like, yeah, I'm gonna let it play out. And then the next day comes and then something else happens, and the next day comes and you're like, oh, that's why that, Then you can think back and then pick up the piece, but then you still remain in that moment. Like, life is beautiful, bro. Life is so amazing. Life is so structured yet chaotic at the same time, and it's all for beautiful form. Like, there's no other way for you to really reside other than just being. Like, what more can you do? What more are you going to ask for? This is why a lot of people right now fight for life. They fight to live, but not in the way that you think. They fight in order for them to live longer because they've lost so much, or because they know how valuable it is. There's so much of us out here that are not doing a good job in living life. And we can do better. I'm doing better. Do you want to do better? We follow the blueprint. I'm not making the blueprint. I'm just giving the pieces of advice that I feel like have helped me. I don't ever want to come off like I'm guru. Like, I'm just learning just like everybody else. We are doing this together though. And this is why I come here. We are doing this together. All right, so I low-key like went on a little tangent for my beautiful birthday nails. Take a second, get into it. Get into it. Like, I love my birthday nails. My nail tech did a marvelous job. Like, so beautiful. And I'm not usually on the maximalist type of style, but I was like, now these are my birthday nails. I really need to do something different, something out of my norm, especially for what I'm getting into. Can y'all see that bit? Can y'all see the glory? I hope I'm not ashy, but if I am, y'all know we human over here. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, I'm so happy. Like, she did me right, because the last that I had, I did have an issue with them, but I'm really happy with these ones. And I've come into the conclusion that I will be going to her when I need my nails done. She did an amazing job, and she takes her time. And for my Virgo ass, I needed that meticulousness. Like, this is my speed. Everything is exactly, yes, like, and you, like, we're just, I'm just making sure details are in order. She was for me. So I'm very happy. Birthday week was amazing. Birthday month was amazing. Birthday season about to be down on them. So I'm super excited, but I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Now, you have been watching another episode of Presents, Not Perfects. I am your host, Mimi Jeanite. It's always been love. I will see you guys. Bye.